I am Jess Evers. I'm the owner and director of Jet Volleyball Club. You know, when I created Jet in 2009, I wanted to make sure that there was a definite separation between what was currently existing and what I wanted to do. What separates Jet from everybody else is that we are a year-round training academy. We don't do tryouts. We try to evaluate and work with these athletes one-on-one year-round so we can better facilitate our teams. For us, the quality behind our brand and our program has been the most important. It's not about the quantity, it is about the quality. And we want to make sure that our athletes get that one-on-one attention that we know we can provide them. It's a big ship that sails every single day, right? But it takes an army of people. It takes the athletes in our club, it takes the parents, but more importantly, it takes the correct staffing. The staff that has been with me, they have been with me for years. The trust that I must have with my staff has got to be just as important as the relationships that we have with our athletes, because they're the ones that are in the gym with me every single day.
I am AJ Williams. I am currently the assistant director and facilities manager. You know, we love these kids. And I think of these kids like my baby sisters. I care for them personally, and that's one of my biggest things as a coach is I always tell them, whether it's the beginning of the season, the beginning of a camp, they're fresh faces in our gym, I'm like, I care about you as a person, as a young adult, as a young lady, way before I prioritize you as an athlete, number one. Now, am I gonna hold you to the highest expectation that I can based on your abilities all the time? Absolutely.
I'm Mason Bush, and I've been associated with Jet for about 5 years. My favorite thing about coaching these girls is the drive, seeing the willingness to win, just go out there and compete the highest level. Fundamentals, we break it down step by step, give them a little encouragement, keep them going, and just see them grow as athletes.
One thing that's never gonna go away is youth sports, right? So we have to stay on the cutting edge of what we do every single day so we can continue to facilitate that. What we as a staff fail to see sometimes, and what I think is important in human development, especially with our kids, is that there has to be a support system. There has to be a support system coming from parents to coaches. Because what happens is that we find ourselves in this combative state when it comes to athletes, that we're trying to promote an expectation and a standard, and once the athletes leave our gym or our court, we're not sure that that's being met equally at home. And so I think the merging of how athletes and parents and coaches work together, I think it is so important, because you're not going to get the result that you want if you're hitting a combative state with, this is what your coach said, but this is what we say. I would say over the last probably 7 to 8 years, the culture has changed quite a bit. What we have made sure to do as Jet Volleyball Club is not change our ethics, morals, and values in the way that we facilitate our club. Even though the culture's changing, yes, we've had to alter a few things within how we, manage athletes, maybe, how tough we are on them. However, our expectation has been and always will be of the highest standard. Okay, the bar is always going to be high at Jet Volleyball, and we refuse to pull back on that. We are not a cheerleader club, all right? We have expectations, we have standards, and we're always going to stay true to that, to where it might be a little bit hard on an athlete, but that's real life. Because what we're doing here is we're not just training athletes, we are building young ladies and future young women. And that's the importance behind what we do as a whole. I think the main thing with Jet Volleyball is a healthy standard and an expectation. And it has never, ever faltered. It has not. For us, we're always going to produce the exact same when it comes from our staffing, when it goes to our athletes and parents.